Here's everything that I think is gonna happen on June 15th for the Bloxburg community. June 10th, 2024. That is the day that this video is being filmed. This video will get posted on June 15th, 2024, the day that Bloxburg goes free. So many of you don't like the idea of Bloxburg going free, so we're gonna talk about it. For the uneducated, if you're watching this video right now, Bloxburg is free to play for all. Around a week ago, as of June 10th, Bloxburg posted this tweet saying free up your calendars with major hints that the game is going free on June 15th, but we weren't quite sure. And then a couple days ago, our speculations were confirmed as Bloxburg posted a tweet saying everything that you need to know about free Bloxburg and a YouTube video with it. So with that being said, here are my predictions. So first, for Bloxburg content creators, we're gonna be milking free Bloxburg like crazy people. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. For the next month, all the content you're gonna see is about free Bloxburg. I mean, honestly, we've been milking this already. Like, I just searched Bloxburg, and the first, 5 videos are about free Bloxburg. I'm currently milking free Bloxburg by posting this video. But once Bloxburg goes free, I'm predicting that there's gonna be tutorials, beginner guides, like very, very fundamental basic stuff about Bloxburg posted by Bloxburg content creators for the new players. On top of that, this is great news for me, by the way, because I'm a Bloxburg content creator. We're gonna see a lot more views in all Bloxburg content, not just future videos, but also past videos, literally everything. There's gonna be a ton of more views because with more players means that Bloxburg content appeals to more people. In the upcoming months, we're probably gonna see more new Bloxburg content creators as well, because as the pool of Bloxburg players increase, the pool of Bloxburg content creators are also probably gonna increase. As for content from Bloxburg, I almost guarantee you, I'm 99.8% sure that we're gonna see a tweet from Hey Bloxburg the same hour that Bloxburg goes free. We're gonna see a tweet from them announcing this big news, along with probably a link to a YouTube video, because that's what they always do. They always link to a YouTube video. And so obviously there's gonna be a YouTube video about free Bloxburg. And in this YouTube video, I'm getting into the real specifics here. They're gonna be announcing free Bloxburg, and they're gonna be talking about this tutorial that they added into the game, because they previously said that they were gonna add a tutorial for new players. So they're gonna talk about this tutorial and kind of walk through the tutorial. So a tutorial of the tutorial in this video. Well, technically they're only gonna put this tutorial in the video if they actually add it into the game. I don't know if they're adding it on June 15th, but if they don't, they're definitely adding it the next update, which is in a month. Also, this video that's gonna go on June 15th, I know that YouTube video is gonna have more views than any other videos on their channel in about 2 weeks. So I have a Google extension that compares the video views of a specific video to its channel average. And this video is Bloxburg becoming free. It wasn't even free yet. It has 4.1 times the normal views that this channel gets. So I know when Bloxburg becomes free, it's gonna be 10 times the views. Okay, technically I lied a little bit because this is just 1.2 times views. I think that was just a bad title. Oh, and also Bloxburg's probably gonna post a TikTok about it going free, but I feel like no one ever talks about their TikTok, so it's not that important. Whenever Bloxburg goes free, we're gonna see a lot more players. Specifically, I think that on both weekends, June 15th and June 16th, we're gonna see over 250,000 concurrent players, which is more than Bloxburg has ever had. So this website says that the most it's ever had is 231,000 concurrent players. I think it's gonna surpass that. Obviously, this was back in 2020. It was peak COVID, and it was during the holidays, and the game's been falling off after that. But we'll probably see a spike somewhere here. I think we'll see a lot of players from Brookhaven, Berry Avenue, and Adopt Me, because a lot of players from there cross over to Bloxburg. So given that most players are coming from roleplay games, we'll probably see a ton more roleplays in public servers in the near future, which, as we established in our previous video, is much needed. We'll probably also see a lot more IRL friends and alt accounts of people who already have Bloxburg. Because let's say I'm friend A and I like Bloxburg, so I want to play with friend B, but she doesn't have Bloxburg and her parents are strict and don't let her get Robux, so we can't play Bloxburg together. But once Bloxburg is free, that won't be an issue anymore. Okay, to be fair, this isn't really a prediction. I just saw a comment and I thought I would talk about it, so I know this is true. And obviously, we're gonna see a lot more alts because now the alt accounts don't have to pay the additional 25 Robux and they could just play the game. This is honestly really exciting because I think chat is gonna be a lot more active in public servers compared to our incredibly dead servers in Bloxburg right now. Now for our favorite part, the controversies. Almost every other tweet about Bloxburg going free is a negative tweet about it. So people have been very vocal about not liking this idea. First the fainting, the towing, and the job update, and now this Bloxburg going free scheme. Bloxburg's basically falling off. Not my words, by the way, just what I've seen on Twitter and comments. Don't come for me. So I'm assuming because of all this negativity, once Bloxburg does go free, there's gonna be a lot of people that leave Bloxburg, a lot of old players that leave Bloxburg. And also, people have already been leaving Bloxburg since the last update. But here's my theory, because you know, I love my theories. Bloxburg already knew before posting the last update that it was going to be a controversial update. They knew that it was going to lead to a spike in dislikes, as you can see here. Big spike. And also a huge dip in likes. Okay, technically it just looks like a huge dip. It's just 88.9% to 88.4%, but you get the point. But they were okay with it because they had already knew that the next update a month later is going to be Bloxburg going free, which they knew is going to add a ton of new players. If this theory is correct, from a business standpoint, given how persistent they were on releasing the last update, having such a big update after it to guarantee new players is honestly kind of a genius growth strategy and just good planning and good time. My other theory is that this last update, again, they knew it was going to be controversial, but they wanted it to be controversial so that it was basically a marketing scheme. They would get a ton of people to talk about Bloxburg, about the update, about it going free, which honestly worked because even Creepcraft talked about it, so that when it does go free, they brought so much attention to themselves that it would attract a ton of new players. Honestly, I might just be overthinking this and maybe it's just a big coincidence and they just like did whatever they want, but I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, Bloxburg is a business and they want to make money and they want to make profit. The other thing that people have been extremely vocal about is not getting their 25 Robux back. I think this is more on YouTube comments because YouTube comments tend to have younger people compared to Twitter, and I don't know, younger people care about their 25 Robux more. For context, they already announced that people who did pay for early access was gonna get a cool looking couch card thingy, a badge, and a trophy. Notice how 25 Robux isn't on the list. Whenever they first said that we were gonna have rewards, honestly, I was expecting rewards like whenever they removed the Unlock Stereo Game Pass, which was Bloxburg Cash, Bloxbucks, or Free Neighborhood. But now that I think about it, Unlock Stereo, they were removing the whole Game Pass. And Unlock Stereo was 400 Robux. Bloxburg is 25 Robux. That is 1/16th the price. So logically, the reward would be 1/16th as exciting. And here's a hot take. If I got no rewards for my 25 Robux I spent, I'd be completely fine. I got to spend all this extra time playing Bloxburg while others couldn't. I got to play it while it was still in development, and I got to create content about the game for 3 years. That was the reward for the payment. And for me, all of that was worth way more than 30 cents. Let's say the Bloxburg team is so nice and wanted to give everyone their 25 Robux back. Logistically, Roblox does not have a feature for you to do that, so how are they gonna do that? And let's say Roblox updates tomorrow and all of a sudden you could do that. You could give everyone the Robux. Chances are most of the Robux that Bloxburg has ever received has already been cashed out into real life money through the Roblox DevX feature so that they can pay their employees, meaning that they don't have hundreds of millions of Robux or millions of dollars just lying around waiting to be given out. And also, they would have to give out so much more than they have ever received because of Roblox taxes. So when I pay for Bloxburg, I pay 25 Robux. I lose 25 Robux. But because of Roblox taxes, they only receive 70% of it. So all they get is 18 Robux from the 25 that I pay. So same logic the other way. If they were to give me all 25 of my Robux back, they would have to pay more than 25 Robux, which they never actually received. They would have to pay 36 Robux for me to get my full 25 because of Roblox taxes. As a company, why would they do that? That just makes no sense and they're just losing money on that. And like I said before, I don't think they're obligated to give us our 25 Robux back at all. In fact, I think that they were really generous by making the game only 25 Robux. It's 30 cents, come on. So once Bloxburg does go free, a bunch of people are gonna get the confirmation that they're never gonna get their 25 Robux back. Boo-hoo, so sad. And they're gonna be even more mad about it. And then the people who don't follow Bloxburg news as much as the people of Twitter do, they will find out for the very first time. Okay, technically, I don't even know if they know that Bloxburg is gonna be free if they already have Bloxburg. But okay, let's say they do find out. Then they're gonna be mad that they don't get their 25 Robux. So it's just, everyone's gonna be mad. Or a lot of people. But some people will just never understand the logistical reasoning behind things. And so they will continue to be mad. And so if you're that group of people, sorry not sorry, but I think Bloxburg deserves their money and there's nothing you can do about it. Literally every other person has some huge urgency to build fences or bunkers on their plots. So we'll probably see a lot of fences and, well, technically not bunkers because they're underground, but you get the point. I don't know where this trend of building fences and bunkers came around, because if it was me and I saw a little noob coming by me, I just see it as a perfect opportunity to troll them. And also, some YouTubers have already been posting about building bunkers, and technically YouTubers are influencers, so they're probably gonna influence some people to build bunkers. We're probably also gonna see more YouTubers posting about bunkers and fences. Next on the list is cheating and hacking. I think both are definitely gonna increase with Bloxburg going free, so there's gonna be new players, there's gonna be more players, and also the overlooked part, everyone who's banned before is gonna get unbanned. I don't know why they were banned, but probably some of them, they got banned because of hacking, cheating, exploiting, whatever it is. But my question is why do you care? Because very, very rarely does someone else using exploits in the context of Bloxburg actually affect or harm you, unless they're doing something specifically out to get you. Most of the times, people are just using these cheats and hacks to get money for themselves. And them doing something to benefit themselves is not going to negatively impact your experience with Bloxburg. Begging in Bloxburg, especially in public services, is definitely going to increase. I mean, new players do not start with much money. It's 7K and then a starter house. I'm pretty sure it's a default starter house, even though they now have pre-built houses. And my prediction is that old players will get super annoyed by all the begging and be so dramatic, as they always are, about it on Twitter. Oh my god, the noobs are asking me to donate to them left and right. I'm getting people to ask me to adopt them. This is too much for me to handle. Oh, that's gonna be them, trust me. But these are the same people that's going to continue playing the game every day and not mute or block or kick any of these people. They find this entertainment, but the annoyance is the entertainment. But if this is truly an issue for you and this annoyance isn't entertaining in any way, why can't you just block, mute, or kick them? I feel like a lot of people don't realize this, but you can mute people and not see any of their messages by just doing /mute and then whatever their username is. But wait, why would you leave the game if you can actually use these new players to your advantage? Think about it. If you're playing Bloxburg before the game goes free, and then a bunch of new players come in, to them, you're effectively pros at the game, even if you aren't. You can do commissions to help new players build if you think you're good at building. Actually, even if you don't think you're good at building, you can probably still do commissions because chances are you're better than the people who have never played the game. So with Bloxburg itself, I'm expecting a lot of changes. Maybe not on June 15th, but definitely within the next 2 to 3 months, we're gonna see a lot of changes. Because that's what they said. So like I said before, Bloxburg said that they were gonna add a tutorial for the game, so that's probably gonna get added soon. But I know that a lot of these noobs are still gonna be confused. Because based on my experience playing video games, I know that 80% of the people who are seeing this tutorial for the very first time has no clue how to play Bloxburg, are just gonna be clicking every button they can see and skipping through the tutorial because it's too much reading and they just want to get to the game, which is honestly fair. The other thing is a town revamp. Actually, not just a town revamp, a whole map revamp. They said they were going to expand the map. I don't know how true this is, but that's what they said. I don't think it's going to be on June 15th. I think it's going to be probably 2 months later. Well, actually, I changed my mind. I think it's going to slowly happen. It's going to gradually happen. Kind of like how they updated Bloxburgers. They're going to do one building at a time. And so by the time they're done with it, it's probably gonna be quite a while. We're also gonna see a lot of starter houses. And when I mean the starter house, I mean the default starter house, the green and yellow one, because that's what all of the new players are starting with. And we're also probably gonna see a lot of the cheap pre-built houses. And in the rare case that we see non-starter houses, many of them are gonna be unfinished, crappy looking square houses because people deleted their starter houses and realized they don't have the money to build the mansion of their dreams. Speaking of which, they better be fixing that ugly GUI for selecting plots because that is not the look. I know it's not related to Bloxburg going free, but please get it fixed soon because it looks so bad and so unprofessional. I'm not being mean, by the way. I know they also know that it looks bad based on their other GUIs that they have done so good on. I know that they also know that it looks bad. I hope that 80% of my predictions are right. I was just like spitting out everything I could think of, like, I don't know. But if you're seeing this, you already know if my predictions were right because Bloxburg is already free by the time you're watching this. So let me know in the comments. Click here to subscribe, then click here for more Bloxburg theories. See you there.